This is the United States Academy. This is Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. Today, the Black Knights take on the Crimson of Harvard in a game with NIROF implications galore. High noon, everybody. I'm Nikolai. Thanks for joining us. I hope you can feel the energy from the field right now because it's tumultuous. Army has just honored its seniors on Senior Day. 5-1 on the season with a game against the Crimson. The last played here 2 weeks ago at home. 13-0 win over Brown. The regular season ends next week here at home against Sacred Heart, and they're hoping to shot at Dartmouth in the NIRA 15s Championship in Hanover on November 19th. As for Harvard, they're looking to finish the season strong. They won it this week 45-14, improved to 5-1 on the season. They will not play again until the finals November 12th prior to the NIRA 15s Championship. And looking at an opponent comparison, Harvard's victory margins are all larger than Army's. Dartmouth beat Army by 9 but only by 2, as Harvard believes they should have won. And kick time temperature, 46 degrees. And it feels like we're at Mikey, but I can assure not. We are at Anderson. As this is on the far side, as Harvard will just get it away quickly and go for possession. So the Black Knights will take control now at midfield. The Cannons take some getting used to. Emily Swanson, one of the newest members of our athletic education. The first time went off during Senior Day, she leapt forward like she'd been shot, clutching her heart. The second time, she was knocked about 10 feet backwards. Here comes Cargyle, tries to move through, midfield Army. And it comes into Richard Smith, but she's hauled down. And this one is kicked down the near side of the field. We'll see if Army just gets away from Scott. In case you hear a voice down in the field, I got a surprise for everybody. Our match green is actually mic'd, so it feels more like an international test match today before. You see, we pulled out everything today.
Okay, fine. Okay, when you're ready.
This one is shut back in by Lehman. Now for Morgan. As the Crimson try to get set. Still loose on the far side. Now the Crimson will come up with it. Here comes Padilla down the far side. But wrestled down, if not for offloading it though, as Harvard get into the attacking half.
Step up, sorry. Is that an injury? Is that an injury? Step up.
And the referee calls for time here as someone for Harvard actually slow to get up.
Yeah. All right, sorry, I stopped the game because what's an injury? So we're gonna go. Okay? It's come.
Hopefully we're able to determine whether or not you can hear that man well, but I heard High called with a brief discussion with his assistant.
Yeah. Left side, please.
Left side, yeah.
Left side, let's go.
Let's go, guys.
I'm really going to enjoy this. Hope you are too. We can finally get a sense of what's truly going on down there.
Can you do this? Okay. Crouch! Boys! Sit!
Harvard will get and try to do something with it. But Army standing stall. But however, coming through, Danley for Harvard got to the 10.
Medic! Come off.
And somebody for Army is down to get off the clock once more. This unforgiving game.
Diego, remind.
Okay.
Looking to see who's down there for Army. Is that Campos? As right now they tend to her. In the meantime, we'll tell you that Army West Point's top priority is to develop leaders for nation's battles. As the world's preeminent leadership institution, the Academy focuses on producing people, trust, accountability, passion, integrity, and empathy. To learn more, visit goarmy.com. Basically, the assumption is that whoever wins this game will host a playoff game in NIRA, and whoever wins it will have to hit the road for the first round. So these two teams could see each other again very, very quickly. Dartmouth is still undefeated. Really hard not to see them as the prohibitive favorite right now. The championships will be held there, and it would appear that they are calling for more help here. That's never a good thing. We are grateful for the coaches that help these young ladies learn how to play properly. But we also know that no matter what safeguards are taken, something difficult can come along. As Conor McCrory just told me, Dartmouth is taking care of Brown right now. It's 57-0, and I'm not sure how much time is left in that game, but I'm fairly confident that's irrelevant at the moment. And unfortunately, there's more attention being paid at the 10. Army just trying to keep focused on what is in front of them. And it was senior day earlier today here at Anderson Rugby Complex. It's not just the players on the roster that get the attention. You also have the team manager, Justin Williams, who tried out for the men 7 times during his time at the academy. I think Happy Gill got for the Bruins 7 times. So I don't think that it's too far to say that if you love something, you keep going and going and going. So we haven't played very much so far. And every time these teams get together, you feel like something is going to happen. I think these teams played to a tie here 3 years ago. They killed me. I think Army had a chance to score for 4 minutes, and the referee said, "I'm sorry, I've got a hair appointment in Peekskill. I need to go." Giving you extra time, and you've had the ball down inside the 10. The game's over. It's a draw, and that's now the head coach for Army is now coming out to see what is going at the Army 10. You can use Twitter to keep up with the latest news and information about the Army West Point women's rugby team. Army WP_W Rugby. Again, Army WP_W Rugby on Twitter. These young ladies who are graduating. In some ways, there are commonalities because here, and continue pushing. Not releasing the ball. That's called against Harvard. So Army gets a break. '11th minute. No bets. As this one is put into touch, so Army will have a line out set up here. Just look at these young ladies honor before the game. Michelle Zegda with a layer. Battalion Command Sergeant Major in the Corps of Cadets. Nuclear Engineering Major with a pre-med track. A Truman finalist. Not your typical college experience, this place. Harvard isn't either. And that's matchup so wonderful. Alice tries to go through, but she's
fine. It's fine.
Comes inside again. Now it's Army, keep it going. No, they can't. It's knocked ahead. It wasn't very much. 12 minutes. No points yet. Scrum coming up for Harvard. The microphone we have, Diego, the referee, is probably picking up a lot of chatter. Just from him. There's a lot going on down there. And wants to call timeout and have a conversation with everybody.
Don't bite. Don't bind. Okay. Take on time. Don't bind in the neck. All right? Be in the tie on the back. All right?
Not sure who's being told don't bind at the shoulder.
Coach!
But yeah, first time.
Bind! Sit!
Wind is picked, okay. back again as Harvard looking to make some good passes here as they get close to the 22 again.
Run it,
Back on the other way. And somebody came in off, so Harvard gets a good out here. Morgan able to offload it. A couple of goods, and Harvard will score the first points of the game. She wanted to make sure that her teammate would have a good place to. That's why it took a while to dot down as the Crimson grabbed the first game. Believe that was London that got the try there for Harvard. London takes care of business, and because she went the long way home, she set up Chloe head position here, almost dead center of the sticks. This one's up and through, and so it is 7-0 in the 15th minute. Ticket sales continue for Army Hockey at Tate Rink. Many plans and group sales also available. FinWestPoint.com/tickets. For more information, for the Rinkside tickets, the A Club at 845-938-2322. Swazar gets ready to boot this one. This one is going to fishtail into the try zone, so Harvard has to clean up quite a bit. Morgan will just back and to start all over again.
Go drop out. Go drop out. Yeah, go drop out.
Army has not had much possession so far today.
Behind the wall, please.
Not have much territory either. So it's important they see if they can force a mistake in this instance. As this one is kicked not that high and not long. But it is fumbled again, and it's going to be called a knock-on. And that's the last thing Army needs now. That was not a great kick. They got it at the 22, and then they knocked it ahead. So it's a break for Harvard. They'll get a scrum here.
Thank you.
Again, the referee, Diego, has said right at the shoulder.
Bind! Set!
Looks like they're better this time. Get more tries to go forward. Got back to the further.
Still enough.
And somebody dove in there. He can't feet.
Stay up, please.
This is not a mosh pit and a pit concert. You can't do that. So Morgan will switch it back as Harvard go here.
Run it back!
Kicked away, nice and high. But like Aussie rules, flips it back, but we have a whistle.
Offside. Offside. Advance in front, number 5 white.
And chaos.
Come off.
Timeout, the ref says.
Captain.
And he wants a
number 4,
conversation.
Captain.
Rankin will be in conversation.
There was a penalty. They trying to play quickly. She prevented. It's a yellow card.
That's a yellow card?
Yes. She prevented. Play quickly.
So Rankin, more 10 minutes. The door is open for all.
I got your time on this. Thank you.
So things have just become much more juicy. Army looking for a lifeline to. Or he'll have a great opportunity to do that now. Some good straight. And another whistle.
Tackle, roll away.
Rolling away, called again.
Tackle, roll away.
Again, once you bring the ball carrier down, you get out of there.
Point. Okay.
And it looks like
Shot
Rekna
for point. Shooting.
says that Eisenart should take a shot at goal here. Army looking to get points on the board. Alyssa Eisenart has done this very well this season. It's definitely a makeable kick for her. Right at the 22. Wind isn't playing much of a role right now. For those new to this, it's 3 points, just like a field goal in American football. It's in! Army on the board! So now it's 7-3. We'll see how this changes the temperature, I think. Again, Army's not had much possession here, but the fact they're only down by 4 is a testament to how well they've played defensively. Work continues towards the $95 million Mikey Stadium Preservation Project. It's the most ambitious gift-funded construction project in the history of the U.S. Military Academy. For more information to make a gift, please visit MikeyStadium.com. Well, this isn't baseball. You have to call somebody off to make a catch on a pop fly.
No, she touched the ball.
And that is an ugly knock-on.
No, she touched the ball. Let's forward.
So a scrum coming up for Harvard. Army is definitely still very much in this game, but they got to stop making mistakes like those. Whoop. They bump right into each other, and because it was knocked ahead with a chin, it's still a knock-on.
Crouch! Okay. Bind! Shut!
Morgan puts it in. Run back. It comes to London, but it's spilled. It's kicked ahead. You can do that, but Eisenart able to make the stop and try to transition. Now she comes back the other way. And she's brought down by Morgan and a couple of others. Involved is Gilmore as well. It's Army. Short passes, just trying to keep things moving as Bamman goes forward. Chucked again quickly.
Thank you.
This one will be set back down. Knocked down with a foot. You can do that. Loopy pass for Padilla, who is wrapped up quickly. And brought down authority. Morgan sweeps it back. Harvard get to midfield. And somebody left their feet again. And time is called once more.
Time is off on the card. We can do only one time. Be very careful the way you cut to me, okay? So,
Yeah.
Thank you. Captain. Thank you. It's been a couple of infractions.
So I just need to know what part of it is like the actual infraction. Like, is it because they haven't rolled away yet, or
let me
not on their feet?
Let me lead the conversation. What they're doing, trying to catch the ball, but they're not supporting the body weight, and the hands are on the ground.
Okay.
That's why it's a penalty.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Yes, you can.
Julia Rekta gets the entire story. Something needs to change. And as you often see, the captain asked the referee, can I take a moment to speak to my mates about this? One of the things that Nigel Owens did well as a referee was he would tell the captain, take a moment to tell the rest of your team about this. I won't start the clock again until you are ready to go. Because if somebody keeps this up, somebody's going off for 10 minutes, I think.
Captain Black, ready?
And Diego says the minute is up, so Army will go back to work here.
No, it's Scrum option. Scrum.
Nobody's been short on enthusiasm today. That's been the good part of this. It's been a little sloppy for both teams, but Harvard on the try by London in front 7-3.
Out.
Louie!
Bind. Sit.
Meyer works it back. No pass yet as Pipkin hangs on to it, but she runs into a bit of a crowd.
Tucker.
Gilmore can't plow
Tucker
forward
now.
yet.
Roll away block.
Meyer on the far side for Kinghorn. Gets across the 10. Swept back again. Juggled briefly by Pipkin. No knock on.
Fine. Take it. The ball is wide over. Use it.
Comes to Satcher, who tries to come forward, and she is hauled down with authority. The ball for a second I thought might have come out. It is Hedlund, who has a seam on the left side, but she is wrestled down by Murtaugh. And play is stopped as the Army bench is behaving volcanically right now.
Okay. That's your mark.
Look at that shirt tug. You're not getting any fabric softer when that thing is washed tonight.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm gonna go in the back because I know. That's your mark. Left side.
So Zayda gets ready to put this one back in. Line out is ready.
Back.
It was quick and low as Army able to secure possession. Cargill tries to go through. She continues to push and push.
High tackle.
Good inside toss there for Richard Smith, able to get a couple of meters. No kick yet. They thought about it. We have a whistle.
No advantage. High tackle. Back time, please.
You cannot grab around the collarbone.
Now you're good.
As trying to go forward against Rekna, able to offload it as Army get to midfield. Again, there's no play clock. And this one is against Army for not releasing. So Army had some good traction, but it doesn't take much to give it right back, and so the Crimson will kick it away.
Three minutes left on the card. All right, thank you.
Rankin has 3 minutes left in the sin bin. Harvard has played well, one down. Keep in mind that Army, West Point athletes are not just kiddie athletes, but also Warrior scholars. Army represents Warrior and West Point represents Scholar. To separate them will take on a purpose of the U.S. Military Academy to come together as one to outsmart the enemy.
Option. Come.
So this one's going to be against Harvard.
Come.
Diego gets everybody set again. The scrum formation has gotten better since the start. Again, the referee saying do not bind at the shoulder.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Sent back by Ellis. This Army trying to go from right to left, and they might have something. The passes were a bit loopy, a little bit up high. And this one's against Army again. Here comes Morgan quickly. Good quick passing by Harvard. Coming in is Pipkin, but she stopped just inside the 22.
Get back and roll away.
Rowe tries to blast her way through. Satcher tries to sachet her way through. Meyer has double teamed. And we have a whistle. And it'll call her for not releasing.
Holding on. Over here.
So Army will have a free out here. Just don't kick it up here. Almost got somebody on the bench.
Diego, black 12, repeatedly way offside.
Okay.
So Zagda will toss it back in as Army get ready to secure here on a line out. Ball must be straight. And if they put you in the air, you can't stay there forever. Just like that, up and down went Bandman very quickly. As Army looking to gather the way through. As potential high tackle was let go. As Army worked the way to the midfield. A good run that time by Cargyle. Army should stay focused. This one is kicked. Live ball. And it comes right to Richard Smith. Army. A little bit of trickery here. Blinking right and turning left. Is Rekta again. This one is spilled though. Play on, they say. Murtaugh tries to come back.
But the boys are available, it's fine.
Shifted back again.
Backwards again.
Spilled once more. Army having a hard time hanging on to the ball. It comes to Carney, who drives her way through. She's approaching the 22. It comes to Eisenhart. Now for Richard Smith. It's Army warming to the task with some solid possession for the first time all day. And this one is going to be punched ahead, and that's the end of that.
Roll away. Go yellow card time.
Wait a second. It looks like Army's catching a break. Roll away was called before the knock-on. And I think the card on Rankin is over.
Yes.
Yep, that's an elbow. You can't make a catch with that. So this one will be kicked in a touch, and Army will have a chance for a line
now, yes,
that they
Diego.
hope will lead to a try that gives them the lead for the first time today. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the opening half. We've had a little bit of everything.
Contact in the air, okay? Did you mark? Big? The next page? Did you mark? More a little bit? Take your number. Take your number.
So Alice is set after Diego, the referee, says you have to stay here. Work back to Cargyle. Can she drive right through? Got it back for Zagda. Zagda, and they're out of bounds.
They're not white.
They're all trying to fit a quarter and a dime slot right now. There's that little room on the field. As Harvard will have a line out here. Lehman needs to have a good pass. They're almost lost by Harvard near their try line as they try to get out of the shadow of their sticks. Down goes Sasher.
That's okay. That's fine. Thank you.
They're not kicking it away just yet. It came to Kinghorn. She doesn't go very far.
Back.
Now they will kick. It might have been partially blocked or charged down. It's out of bounds. I thought somebody got a fingerprint on it. The way it came off the foot, I don't think the wind was that great. Army will have another line out here at the 22. Zagda will toss it back in. You see the assistant's flag. It is a bit breezy right now. Zagda's got to throw this one in nice and hard. Received well. It comes to Ellis. Shifts it back. It is dropped, and they're going to call another knock-on. I know it drives people crazy when they don't watch the sport, might not understand everything, but that's still a knock-on. These catches have to be cleaner. And Diego welcomes Rankin back to the pitch, but says, you understand why you're in trouble.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad you're back. Sin no more. Let's get back with the game.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Gilmore can't pull it out.
Rest it. Just move over. Just rest it again. Just rest it again.
So they'll try it one more time.
Yeah, you're pushing early, all of you. Okay, so just wait. Hold on. All right.
New basketball season ticket memberships at Crystal Arena now available online. Please visit GoArmyWestPoint.com/tickets to watch Army basketball take the floor. Note that renewals are not available online. To renew, please call 877-849-2769. On the far side it comes as Harvard has it taken away as Pop was able to find it.
Back foot.
Is this the start of something big for Army after Pop was able to have the ball pop out to her?
Okay. Right.
More dancing being done by Cargyle as Army switch it back. Good passing again, but Butt can only get back to the 10. Ellis distributes. Eisenart blinks right, turns left, tries to run through, but she's taken down by Pipkin. Wolkner. Shoestrike tackle. Good job by Gilmore. Ellis only gets back to the 10. Army just looking for one solid run here. And we have a whistle.
Back 10.
Quick restart after Harvard whistle for rolling away. Not rolling away. Here comes Rekta. Rekta. It's kicked forward. Ball is still live. Hand to foot. Can Army fall on it? Yes, they do. Wait a minute. Time off. No try. After all that craziness, Army does not score. Rekta threw it into somebody's feet, and it rolled. Was it held? I thought that looked like a good dot down to me. Oh, my. The assistant has a conversation.
Thank you.
Now what?
A good dinner?
Yeah, it looked fine to me.
Okay.
And it's like that. Army has been given a try and the lead. Well, Ryan Patty's crew, their camera people, showed that there was nothing wrong with it. The key thing, I don't know who the player was after Rekta offloaded it, but it hit somebody's foot, not a hand, so it was not a knock-on. Play was still live, and I think the dot down was okay too. Now we got to find out who dotted it down. Pop, Olivia Pop. Meanwhile, Eisenart will attempt the conversion here. She's good at these. She already has a penalty kick today. As you look at the replay again, Pop getting that one in. Just absolute bonkers mentality for Army. And this one goes through. With 5 minutes left in the opening half, we really have seen everything so far. Army in front of Harvard, 10-7, on a wild and crazy try credited to Olivia Pop. The Army West Point men's soccer program will hold a winter ID clinic. It happens Foley Athletic Center on Saturday, January 7th. Emily's really irritated right now, but that's okay. The camp provides a competitive learning environment for those looking to play in college. Goalies will have specific training as well. For more information, please visit the team's Twitter account and click on the link in the bio. The account is Army WP_M Soccer. Again, Army WP_M Soccer. That men's soccer team could win first place in the Patriot League tonight. The women's team did so on Wednesday, the last kick of the season at BU. Somebody came in from the side, so Army catches the break. You might not like the cannon sound, but the smell of that fuse is definitely to die for. Harvard will get into midfield and try to come back to work with it. Waltz back, and a good tackle by Zegna. As the Black Knights have been emboldened by some good fortune here. And this is a knock.
Intentional knock on. Intentional knock on.
Intentional knock on. So Meyer will kick into the touch and try to set up a line out. If it gets there, yes it will. 3:20 is left, but given the nature of this first half, there may be less time or more on the clock.
Corey, I'm going to go in the back.
Check out the official online store of Army West Point. You can browse the complete selection of officially licensed apparel and merchandise by visiting shop.goarmysports.com. Again, shop.goarmysports.com. It is work back as Harvard looking for points to either tie the match at the half or take the lead back. A good pass over to London, but she is wrapped up by Scott.
Back foot.
The jousting continues. Satcher is brought down by Cargyle. That is a lot of humanity there. Look at that wrap up by Scott.
No hard work.
This one's waltzed over by Padilla. She gets inside the 22. It comes back to Meyer. Harvard comes back left. It is Hedlund. Drops it off now as shoestring tackle on Stanley. It's Scott again.
Fine.
Growth tries to barrel her way through, but Army's on her. Rankin tries to push again. She is stopped.
Leave it.
Meyer. This one is dropped. Play continues, was not knocked ahead. Is trying to recircle his Pipkin. Pipkin looks to offload. She's able to do so. As Harvard puts together a couple of good passes. And now they're down to the 5.
No hard work.
And we have a whistle.
Diego, we got an injury over here.
And the assistant alerts Diego that something is not right. I think somebody for Army is having some trouble to the far side. Is that Zegna? Yes, it is. I think Zegna's telling the assistant, I'm actually okay.
All right. Very good.
Well, Zegna appreciates the attention, but she wants nothing to do with Diego right now. She does not want to come out of this game. She does not want the game to stop.
No more infractions. All right? You did too many infractions. So, to them, no more. All right?
Diego informing Rekna that something for Army has to change.
I thought it was something. Good.
So Morgan is set now.
No harm.
Can Harvard push their way into the lead?
Backward.
Shift it back again. As Rankin was trying to roll her way through. Army stay on side as play continues. Meyer. It's bounced and it's intercepted. As the whistle is finally heard by the combatants.
Time off.
Time off again.
Captain Black, number 10. I give you a warning, 2 minutes infraction. That was a high tackle. All right. Done.
Well,
I
Diego's
got
right.
time on that.
Okay.
He had said you can't keep doing infractions. So here's the problem for Army.
Inside and goal.
Their best kicker's off the field. The card's on Eisenhart. That is a big blow. So in the final minute of the first half, Harvard is knocking on the door.
High tackle.
High tackle is the reason why Eisenhart must sit. Can Army come on a big stand here at the end of the half? Harvard, can he try to roll in? Shift it back.
12 is way offside
Wrapped
again.
up is Meyer.
Offside, number 12.
It squirts back now for Gilmore. Gilmore tries to roll through. Can't do it just yet. They continue to push. Harvard looking for the lead at halftime. Lehman tries to drive the truck. No signal yet. They're not there yet. Trying to push her way through his growth, but she can't. Final play of the half. Meyer. It came to Hedlund. Hedlund is wrestled down by Scott. Scott has tackled everything here in the first half. He still wants that ball.
He did it again.
And we have a whistle. As calling time again is Diego. And is he looking for Olivia Pop?
You already have a yellow card for too many infractions. That one was high tackle, right? So it was 12 offside. Arms in the tackle over there, and then in the last one, 12 offside again. Right? Talk to the player. No more. Okay?
Well, I am surprised that no card has been given here because the assistants have said that Pop has been offsides repeatedly here in the first half.
So you have on the 5, you have offside number 12. You know, where there's the 5, no arms in the tackle.
So now Pipkin asking her team to help her direct traffic.
You're going to do scrum. Penalty. You can choose a scrum to watch it. Just one to make sure.
So after all of this, the first half is not over yet. But I'm sure this will be the last
Diego,
play.
I'm watching you for the time.
Okay.
Unless something really crazy happens here. Army needs to be better disciplined, though. That's the key out of those conversations. Can Harvard get this one in before halftime? If Army gets possession, they'd be wise to kick it in the touch and end the half.
Good.
Rolled back. Gilmore can't go anywhere yet. Army continues to stand tall, but it can't do this forever. No signal yet. Now there is! As Harvard has taken the lead at the end of the first half.
We don't need it. Let's move.
And it looks like there might have been some jawing afterwards or somebody poking each other.
Let's go. All right.
Gilmore got it in.
It's halftime, correct?
Yes,
so this will be the final kick of the first half, which has taken nearly an hour in part because Gwen Campos needed help getting off the field after an apparent injury just a couple of minutes into the game. Hedlund. Here's the problem. Because of where the ball was dotted down, well, if Harvard's in Cambridge, then the conversion is from Situate.
Okay, what? Do you see one number? Okay.
Hedlund trying to put her team in front by 5 in the break. I was hoping we'd have a crazy game. It looks like we're going to have a crazy second half after the first one has ended with all kinds of bells and whistles. Hedlund walking back like she's trying not to step in something. It's coming back. And it's just going to be short. That was not going to be an easy kick. Well, I'll tell you what.
7 minutes left on the card.
I knew we would have a great game. But we've had the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is the effort both teams have put forth. The bad is the unfortunate injury to Gwen Campos for Army. And the ugly is the sense I get at the end of the first half that these teams don't like each other anymore. Well, we'll have halftime here at Anderson Rugby Complex. Harvard leads Army 12-10. We'll have the second half for you here on YouTube.
Today, I'm a captain on the Army West Point football team. Tomorrow, I strive to lead winning teams.
Today, I study to excel in the classroom. Tomorrow, I can reach for the stars.
Today, I am leading cadets during summer training. Tomorrow, I will be ready to lead soldiers on the battlefield.
Today, I lead with character as the brigade commander. Tomorrow, my possibilities are endless.
West Point, where leaders are made.
A promise is a trust not to be broken. Whether spoken with an oath
Do solemnly swear.
It's your first day. You know I got your back, right?
or sealed with a pinky. In 1922, a group of soldiers launched USAA with a promise to take care of their own. And after 100 years, we're still taking care of the military community. That's our mission. Always.
Brand new.
Here you go.
My treat. I just got this super rewarding PenFed credit card.
But you're not in the military.
Everyone's eligible to join. And you get rewards for every purchase.
Everything?
Mm-hmm.
Groceries?
Yep.
Gas?
Yep.
Restaurants?
Every single purchase.
Even dessert?
Here comes trouble. The Flamingo Fiesta.
Experience the power of cash rewards with up to 2% back on every purchase.
Oh, no pictures.
Whether you're in uniform or not.
Today, I'm a captain on the Army West Point football team. Tomorrow, I strive to lead winning teams.
Today, I study to excel in the classroom. Tomorrow, I can reach for the stars.
Today, I am leading cadets during summer training. Tomorrow, I will be ready to lead soldiers on the battlefield.
Today, I lead with character as the brigade commander. Tomorrow, my possibilities are endless.
West Point, where leaders are made.
A promise is a trust not to be broken. Whether spoken with an oath
Do solemnly swear.
It's your first day. You know I got your back, right?
or sealed with a pinky. In 1922, a group of soldiers launched USAA with a promise to take care of their own. And after 100 years, we're still taking care of the military community. That's our mission. Always.
Brand new.
Here you go.
My treats. I just got this super rewarding PenFed credit card.
But you're not in the military.
Everyone's eligible to join, and you get rewards for every purchase.
Everything?
Mm-hmm.
Groceries?
Yep.
Gas?
Yep.
Restaurants?
Every single purchase.
Even dessert?
Here comes trouble. The Flamingo Fiesta.
Experience the power of cash rewards with up to 2% back on every purchase.
Oh, no pictures.
Whether you're in uniform or not.
This is the United States Military Academy. This is the Patriot League on ESPN. Tonight, the Army West Point men's soccer program honors its seniors as it hosts Lehigh. As the Black Knights look to take a major step forward in their quest for a first-place finish. Good speed. Greasy speed still. Still with it. Hammer! Chiswich made the save! Now the Black Knights in transition against Guerra. Defers left side. This is good movement. Shifted towards the box. Cleared out. And Wiley gets towards the goal. Punched away by Hunt. And Kingston is challenged as Doyle wrests it away from it. It goes high. Headed down. Guerra bounds it. Score! Perfect game. 12th minute. Army in front of goal to nil. Headed down, and Chiswich makes the save. Flowers in for the first time, that brought it back in. Hammer towards the goal, and a save made by Hunt on a hot shot. And this one is going to be sent wide. Wheeled it back. Hammer! 2 years left. He still got it. Saved it by Chiswich. Rebound is Phil. Rose was the goal. Epitome! Put home the rebound, and Army, 2 may be enough. 54th minute, the Black Knights up 2-0 to nil.
the dogfight. Welcome to the dogfight. Love seeing all the energy that came on the field, training at a hard level and preparing at a hard level to be able to compete and annihilate.
Tally, good first touch. She's through her shot. We're level.
Hat-trick for Dara Murray. She has done it all.
The finish, absolute banger. Dara Murray, there she is.
enough. And I totally understand why. This is a picturesque pitch. Army and Harvard have the two best pitches in Naira. It's not even close. And sometimes the cannon, as wonderful as it is, just doesn't have the place here that maybe others believe that it should.
Listen. No, listen. The ball got inside and it was grounded immediately. So you have options. You can choose a scrum in the middle or a kick right. Scrum in the middle. Okay. Captain, let me explain.
So the scrum in the middle will resume things here. As the referee explaining things to the Black Knights as far as what they want to do next.
Inside in goal and was grounded without delay. So they have option for scrum in the middle or a kick.
Okay.
So you choose a scrum.
Okay.
All right.
But even in rugby, it's called a touchdown. In American football, it's called a touchback. So Army will have a scrum at midfield to get things started here. And after some starts and fits, 2 whole minutes are off the clock. We'll have the second half continuing.
All right.
So let's see what happens now.
Ball!
As this one is put back in by Wolbrink. The pushing continues as Army continues to move forward.
Thank you.
Shift it back again as trying to hightail away through his Ollis.
Second out. Roll away. Thank you.
Going forward.
That one might have been forward.
Forward.
It was close, but I think the assistant was right there. So now it'll be a scrum for Harvard just inside Army's half of midfield. Most Army West Point teams play in the Patriot League. For conference news and the latest in scheduling information, visit patriotleague.org. Again, patriotleague.org.
Bye! Sit!
It's bobbled and it's picked up as Richter was able to get it. Richter looks for help, got it to Murtaugh. Murtaugh has Schaff to her left, gets it to her. Schaff gets wrestled down though by London. Great play all around. Army 15 away. Richter trying to be the wrecking ball to give Army the lead.
Back foot, back.
The pushing continues.
Go back right up.
The struggle is real.
No. Tackler, roll away.
This one's against Harvard. Army trying to keep the pedal down here. Schaff will kick it in a touch right at the 5. Critical juncture of this game as Army has found its dancing shoes early here in the second.
Corin gonna go in the back.
Ollis gives some suggestions. Zeta gets
please.
ready to put this one in.
Black, please. Go in.
And Army has one fewer at the moment. It came into Bandman. Can they push her? They push and push. It comes down to Cargyle. Cargyle looking to be agile. She's in! Army regains the lead! Props are not supposed to have footwork like that, but Cargyle was able to blink right and turn left. Look at this. Look at that. That is a very powerful young lady who's not supposed to be able to stop on a dime like that, and she got it in. So Kaylee Cargyle gives Army the lead. In the absence of Eisenhart, Schaff has to come in and kick. This is critical to say the least. She can put her team up by 5. And this one is just going to be hooked. So the margin is still 3, but Army regains the lead after Cargile's tiptoe
2 minutes.
inside the 5.
Thank you.
And we've heard the assistant tell Diego Eisenhart has 2 minutes left on her card. Thinking about a last-minute trip to Texas? Ticket sales continue for the Lockheed Martin Commanders Classic presented by USAA. Army and Air Force return to Globe Life Field next Saturday. To buy tickets for this game, visit GoArmyWestPoint.com/tickets. So let's see what life is like now. Brought back on the near side. Schaff looking for assistance. Decides to do it herself, gets beyond the 22. Army just trying to focus on possession right now. Good pass, it comes in for Zegda. Zegda just continues to push again and again and again. All that yelling right now. It's a beautiful noise, as Neil Diamond would say. And it's worked back on the far side again. It's Army just trying to hang on to the ball here.
What?
And even another whistle. And this one's against Harvard. And now a conversation.
There was a high tackle, direct contact with the head, with force. It's not a red card because the ball carriage has dropped in height, but it's still high. It's still a yellow card.
Sir, thank you, but can you also watch how they're a little scrappy and how they're kicking and hitting?
Huh?
Is it time for our yellow card? I believe they said 7 minutes at half.
Yes, now you have 7 minutes.
We're good? We can bring it
Yes.
And I think
Diego, yellow card.
So Growth picks up a yellow card for a high tackle, and Diego, he mentioned red card briefly, explained why it wasn't the case, and I think that might have been Rekna who was able to ask the ref
Diego, did you card on that one?
if Eisenhart was free to go, and I think he said
Starting
yes.
a new clock.
So Army returns to full strength, and Harvard is a player down. The plot has thickened again. And so this one is kicked to the touch once more in Army. Segda will throw this one back in. I told you this was going to be a great game, right?
No, that's your mark is more.
It's crazy, but that's okay.
White, hold on. White, this is your mark. Come closer. All right. Ladies, please, with her. Black, please step in.
Bandman goes up and gets it again. Army's executed lineouts well all day today. Good inside passing. It came to Cargile. But she lost it. No, she didn't. Army got it back, pardon me. For a second, I thought the ball had come out.
Good, that's fine.
Now it has, as Harvard does get control. And then Army gets it back on the far side again. Everything moving quickly right now. At the bottom is Eisenhart. She got a fresh tank of gas. This one is partially blocked. It's spilled. We have a whistle. Knock on is called. And so everyone must back off. Rekna says that she's got to get the ball to somebody. She doesn't want it. And it ultimately comes to Wolbrink.
Lady, that's the mark. All right.
Can I just figure out because our tight head is out? I just want to figure out.
So, hold on. Stomach's off.
Okay, we're good.
Good. Good. Okay. Stand back on.
No.
Good.
You're always working for the next call. In that case, I think Harvard was trying to get for the next call.
Good.
Bobbled briefly, but Army able to come out with it. Good pass to Pop. Pop tries to pop her way through. She's hauled down by Meyer. Gets it back. It came to Richard Smith. But she is sent to the ditch. Army quickly upfield again. It is Carney trying to bust her way through, but runs into a brick wall.
No way!
Here comes Aldous again.
Thank you.
Hook back once more. Good passing continuing, but tries to get some help.
Sorry, backward. Diving.
And somebody dove in. So Army gets a free out here. It comes to Cargyle, who just railed over somebody for Harvard, and that player is still down. It was Kinghorn, who just got kinged and queened. It has been a rough game, that's for sure. I don't want to be Cargile's way. Is ready. We have a whistle.
Time off.
And the referee's asked for time off again.
Time off. Okay. There's your mark. All right. He's over here.
And it looks like Army
1 second. Time off.
is going to get another shot here. Eisenart.
So you have a player yellow card for high tackle. There was another over here by number 4. Talk to the players. Be careful with the high tackle. Okay?
So Diego telling Harvard to watch it. Meanwhile, Eisenart back on the field.
Sorry?
This is from 22. This is a very
Tell me when
makeable
time
kick.
is back.
If she makes it, Army is up by 6. Just remarkable what she has done with her feet this year. Yes, ma'am! Eisenart has now accounted for 8 points today for Army, as the Black Knights have their biggest lead of the day at 6, with a little under half hour left. Remember that competing as varsity athletes helps cadets learn how to win in the battlefield.
18-10.
Athletics instills tenacity, resilience, discipline, mental and physical toughness, and the desire to excel. Grit and perseverance are the same things that build winning platoon leaders and company commanders when cadets graduate. Can Army mind the store? Can they be better with the ball now than they were in the first half? If they're able to secure the ball and limit handling errors, limit the knock-ons, then it's going to be that much tougher for Harvard to cut in now. Charge down! And no!
Corey, how much time on the yellow card?
4 minutes, 57 seconds.
Let's see what happened here.
Number 4.
That looked good to me. But didn't look like she might have gotten into the face, but let's see.
It's going to be a yellow card. So it's a second yellow card. Okay. So it's a second yellow for high tackle.
Someone for Harvard is being sent off. It's Rankin. She has picked up her second yellow, I believe, for high tackle. And that is it. Harvard has to make do with 14 for the rest of the game. And I think for the moment they're down to 13.
Diego, do we do 20-minute reds or is it done for the game?
How's the game?
I didn't realize there was such a thing as a 20-minute red, as the assistant asked Diego.
It's scrum option.
So,
scrum option.
This is the game for Army. If they can score points with Harvard down to 13, then this is going to be it. Wow. And now a scrum is going to form here. There is supposed to be a second game, the men's game between Army and Air Force after this one is done, but I'm in no hurry for this game to end because it's been that good. And we've had that much happen. So Rankin is gone.
Mine! The ball came out straight for the channel. They said right up. The right up. There's the mark.
So Diego continues giving direction to Harvard, as right now the Crimson are just trying to find their way here in this second half.
Coach!
Army has scored the first 8 points here in the second.
Shut!
This one is kicked deep. Live ball. Can Army find it? Trying to hustle back for it. And ultimately pick it up is Stanley, but she's running for her life right now, able to get it back for London. Harvard gets control. Remember, Army has 2 more players on the field right now. And the Crimson able to come away with it. Rowe was able to find it after Army could not handle it. It's a hot tamale at the moment. Shifted back far side as Harvard again just trying to get close once more. This one kicked nice and high by Pipkin. It takes a Harvard bounce. It's a live ball. Schaff finds it with her fingernails. It stays in play.
No one.
Nowhere to go but to the right. And this one we kicked out of bounds. So Harvard will have an opportunity here. No, it looks like it's going to be a line out for Army, pardon me. Zagda's going to toss this one back in. Again, ball security, important for Army. They've done this well today. Bandman has been to the center of everything when the lineouts have taken place. She's been able to make the catches.
All right.
Nope, it's actually going to be a Harvard lineout, pardon me.
5.
Lehman gets ready.
2, 4. Okay, hold on. Hey, there 4. Just drop 1. Drop 1. Do it.
So Diego's finished moving the furniture. The lineout can take place. And Army will get control of it. And a huge run down the middle of the sea has parted. Can she keep going? It is but is almost out of gas. She falls down, and luckily that knee did not end up in her head. Here comes Zagda. Cody Butt looked like Forrest Gump coming down the near side. She might have outrun him for about 20 meters. I've never seen her run like that. And this one gets away from Richard Smith. We have a whistle.
Number 3 offside. Number 3 behind the rock.
And Army catching a huge break because Harvard was offsides. Oh my.
Number 3 offside.
Diego says Satcher had wandered offsides. So Rekna's going to kick this one, or at least try to tap it and go forward.
Please.
Looks to distribute. It came to Ollis, made the catch. Ollis tries to barge her way through. She continues to push and push. Army approaching the 22. Cargyle back, it comes down for Wolkner. Wolker tries to go forward. Eisenart. Richard Smith. This one is knocked ahead, but I think Harvard's going to get it. They decide not to give the advantage and just blow it down.
Yellow card, time on.
Okay. Harvard, the yellow card. Yellow card is good.
And it looks like the card is over.
Mr. Mark? Mr. Mark, ladies?
So Growth is back out of the sin bin. So Harvard is back to 14.
Coach!
22 minutes left.
Bye!
Army up by 6. And what is a game that's lived up to the hype? Wait a minute.
Yeah, they went down. Let's rest it. That's fine. Let's rest it. Let's go.
I'm still up. She's going.
Yeah, that's what the rest of this stuff. No worries. Mr. Mark?
So the schoolmaster makes sure the desks are moved back to what it's supposed to be. And they'll try this again. The Army West Point men's basketball team will play in the London Basketball Classic. It happens November 24th in London's Olympic basketball venue. For more information, including how to buy tickets, visit inspirersports.com. Spelling it out, INSPIRUS sports.com. So the journey back for Harvard. And a good run here. Down the near side. It is Padilla. Looks to offload it. It came to Stanley. Stanley, those wrapped up in the 22 and thrown back.
Back foot.
We've had some explosive runs here in the second.
No, what?
And some more bump.
Entry.
And this one's going against Army. Here comes Morgan. Defers on the far side. It came to Satcher. And the earth is moving with that tackle. It comes down for Kinghorn.
Ready, look.
Meyer looks for help, but it's spilled. And Army onto it quickly. Good toss to Gilmore. Gilmore. About 15 away. Work back again. Satcher challenging all comers. And oh, wait a minute.
High tackle.
High tackle the call. Harvard gets a reprieve. It comes right back to Meyer, who's able to offload it. Popped up now for London. Can she get in? Not yet. Brought down by Schiff. But Harvard still in great position right now. Trying to regain the lead.
Fine. Forward on the ground.
And this was against Harvard. Oh my. That is a break for
Diego
Harvard because the Crimson had some good jam there.
Substitution.
And it looks like somebody's coming in for Army. I think it's O'Boyle coming in. So Makai O'Boyle is in.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm trying to see who checked out for Army. Looks like Richard Smith is done. She's played well today. So we have reached what in gridiron terms would be the fourth quarter. Army leads Harvard by 6. Time off, they say.
You're fine.
Diego, can you remind White 3 to not drive up?
It looks like the assistant has communicated to Diego that Satcher needs to stop driving up.
Crouch!
Body control's a big deal in this.
Mine!
Walbrink gets ready to put the coin into the slot for Army. Work back. And a huge hit by Rickner. I believe that was on Meyer.
Stop block!
This one is kicked down. Harvard getting a whistle.
Number 8, block, offside.
Offsides is called. So they bring it back to the spot. Harvard has a chance quickly. But this pass by Morgan goes astray. And the Crimson have to recover quickly.
Run away. Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
It came to Meyer again. Good pass left side. Barreling through. No signal yet. They are so close, the Crimson.
Run it, run it. Yes, the ball. It's a double movement.
And Harvard does not score.
Number 8.
Another missed opportunity for the Crimson.
Penalty.
And somebody for Army is down.
How
close were they? I see the ball. Looks like it might be ahead of the goal line there. But it was held up. least I think that's what happened. And somebody for Army now needs medical attention. Again, this game started with an entry to Gwen Campos. We can simply tell you that Campos, not long after she got some help being carried off the field,
one sub,
left the field. So this has been a game of carnage all afternoon. The Army West Point Women's Soccer program has a Winter Elite ID camp coming. It happens January 28th and 29th and includes 6 total hours on the field. Anyone entering grades 7 through 12 can participate, as well as JUCO and other eligible transfers. Early bird registration at $25 off ends November 1st. That's this Tuesday. More information, go to the team's Twitter account, Army WP_W Soccer, and click on the link in the bio.
Stand back on. Double movement.
And it looks like we're ready to go here. Think that was Bandman who was getting attention on the field. Looks like she's okay to stay in. So here's the problem for Army, in a bit of a precarious position. They're in the shadows of their own sticks, so they got to kick it away. Eisenart gets this one, good distance, out towards the 10.
Corey, how much time do you have?
She's been very good this year, but again,
Corey,
I point out,
how much time do you have?
Army's football teams don't need any help at place kicker.
Say that again?
I have 22:35 into the second half.
Okay.
Yeah, about.
This one is shifted through, and we have a knock-on as Army cannot field it cleanly. They keep doing that and doing that, and not helping themselves out right now.
It's not straight, so it's come or line out.
So it looks like Harvard has chosen scrum here. It's like make a deal, door number 1 or door number 2. They've chosen door number 2 here. Army has done well with these today. They'll need to be good again.
Diego, watch white 3.
Okay. Coach! Boys! Sit!
So Harvard able to navigate well. Good passing still. Kick by Headland is looking for London. London, though, off of her palms and out of bounds. Some great ideas by both teams, and that time it just fell out of her hands.
Go in the back, right?
I'm here.
So Zagda gets ready to put this one back in for Army. Lineouts for Army, they've been near perfect today.
Hold on.
Hollis tells Zagda what to do, and now it's all about execution. High in the air they come, as Rector able to pull that one down, but it's dropped again. Cargill fell on it, but not before the damage was done, and Army continues gifting Harvard knock-ons. They're shooting themselves in the feet. If this keeps up, Army's not going to be toes left when the game's over.
I have 15 minutes to play.
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
Diego, I'm watching too.
Okay.
So 15 minutes left.
Right. Boys! Sit!
It's wedged out now for Morgan. Morgan looks for help, but she's knocked down. Good pursuit again. Snyder's now in the game for Harvard.
Ready, block! Can't advantage, never releasing.
It comes to Gilmore. Gilmore tries to push through.
Advantage.
More pushing. Close to the 5 now, Harvard. Meyer. 3 away. No signal yet.
Inside goal. Inside goal.
No, Diego.
Held up.
And it's held up. Army comes up big. Their biggest stand of the season. Harvard did everything but score. And Army is still in front by 6.
All right.
The Crimson are in disbelief. They have had so many opportunities to put points on the board today, and they haven't been able to do it. Oh, my.
Never releasing?
Not releasing, pardon me. They must have thrown that in there somewhere, so it's worked back for Harvard again. All back now. Growth tries to barrel her way through. Again. Looks like Army's going to run out of players on the left side, and Harvard is back in the game. So Stanley brings Harvard within 1, but now the hard part. The conversion's going to be from an odd angle because of where she dotted down. The kick would give Harvard the lead.
For me?
Hedlund is in to try to get this one in. She's trying to put this one in from the Cape.
Diego, their coach was asking me if they're allowed to bring someone on after 20 for that red card or if they're down for the whole game.
No, it's down for the whole game.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Hedlund can give Harvard the lead.
That's a world rugby law, not us.
It's long enough. She got it! Harvard has the lead. It goes down from Provincetown. Harvard in front by 1. And it was well struck. She had enough leg on it. Would it continue to behave, though? So now Army trailing for the first time since the second half began. Schaff gets this one up and over. It goes 10. Harvard able to pick it up and go forward.
You know the ball.
If Harvard can win playing with 14, that would be remarkable. Rankin picked up a second yellow early in the second half. It is out, and it's picked up by Zegna. Army back to work.
Going forward.
Hand. It might have been forward anyway. Okay, think back to the Brown game. Eisenhart scored a drop goal early. Is that what it's going to come down to? Would Army try to set her up late in the game?
Diego, I'm watching on this side.
Okay, perfect.
You can see the power just trying to roll her way through his growth. And that's where the ball came out.
Okay.
Now we have a scrum at midfield.
Stop. Stop.
And looks like time is called as somebody might be coming out. In comes Vestal. Out comes Bandman, who is going to have a seat immediately. Now what?
Growth.
Army scrum at midfield.
Bind.
Wolbrink gets ready to put this one in.
Sit.
She gets it back. Good pass on the far side to O'Boyle. O'Boyle tries to carry the entire Harvard team with her. Whistle. And this one's going against Army for not releasing. Push back again is Harvard. Again, playing with 14, but playing inspired right now. Whoever wins this game will host a NYRA semifinal game, we think. This is Harvard's final regular season game. Army has one more against Sacred Heart.
I didn't see that.
This one is kicked. Live ball. Rerouting is Pop. Got it back. As Army focus right now on possession. Here comes Cargyle. And everybody zeroes in on her.
Second now, roll up.
Oh, Boyle is pushing. We have a
Your
whistle.
target. You need to release the ball. Back in.
And that's against Army.
Back in. You have advantage, you're not 10. You're not 10.
And time off again.
Corey, talk to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
What were you saying?
No, it's okay. I'm speaking.
So let's see what happens now. As Gilmore looks at her team, gets some input as to what's going to happen next. There's not much time left. You see the clock on your screen, but there might be more time left than that. And of course, once they do reach 40 minutes, you know that final play can take forever. It's out. It's out again. Knock on.
I have 10 more minutes. That's correct.
Guys, here.
Corey, Dana. I have 10 more minutes. That's correct.
I have 7 minutes to go.
Okay, 7 minutes to go.
So you hear the assistant telling Diego 7 minutes left.
Coach!
Ready to put this one in. Morgan looking over her shoulder like she's trying to cheat off her for a paper.
White 3 driving up.
And again, assistant telling Diego that Satcher continues driving up.
3 white, driving up.
Reckna hurries it up. Pass now for Butt, who transitions well, and it's brought back upfield by Schaff, who's been known to go on long runs. They have nothing to do with the beach. It comes back to Reckna. Reckna drives her way through overgrowth. Another whistle. As, wait a second, time off again. As Diego says, wait a second, to Murtaugh. And I think Diego wants to have a conversation.
All right. Yeah, no, it's okay. Last cycle, it was direct contact head to the head. It was a direct contact head to head over there, so it's a yellow card.
No, wait, where?
It's a yellow card.
Oh
It's a
my!
yellow card. Head to head contact in the target.
Head contact. Growth is off, and Harvard is down to 13 for the rest of the game.
Captain, come in.
I just spoke that. That's correct, right?
Sure.
Yes, Harvard is down to 13, I think, for the rest of the game because the card is going to be beyond what's left on the clock.
Yeah, that's why it's a yellow card. However, it's a second yellow card, so it's a red card. Yeah?
Oh, my! I'm counting. There's 13 for Harvard. Well, if the Crims are going to win this game, they're going to have to do it with a lot of grit and perseverance. They've made their bed. Can they sleep in it? Army down by 1 at full strength. Harvard with 13. Is that number lucky for them? For the Black Knights, it is theirs for the taking. And again, think back to the Brown game when Eisenhart had that drop goal. That now would win it for them.
Hold on.
We have drama here at Anderson Rugby Complex.
Listen. You are coming in and coming out, so you need to let time to the team to adjust. How many in? How many you have in? 5? Okay. So you are in, you are out, and you? So back 10. Listen, if you are parking in and out or back 10. Play it.
Right now, this looks more like a high school dance than a line out. And it comes, and it came right to Wonker, who tries to go forward. And a whistle. And this one's against Army. Harvard can try to take some time off the clock here. They desperately need that time to go away from the scoreboard. It's kicked high, and it will go out. Army fans shouldn't have to work hard to find other Army fans. You can use Facebook to connect with fellow supporters of the Black Knights while keeping update with athletic events on post. Check it out, Go Army West Point. Again, Go Army West Point on Facebook. The line out goes astray. It's picked back up by Wonker. Tries to go forward. Got to the 10. Cargyle tries to bust her way through. Cargyle, Zagna gets hauled down. Army inside the 22. Keep an eye on Eisenhart. A drop goal could win it for Army. No kick yet. She's wrapped up though. Again, there's no play clock. There's no fourth down if Army maintains possession. They have a chance. Ollis tries to hammer through. No more ball handling errors for Army now. Cargyle backs up. She's like a tractor stuck in neutral. It comes out. It came to Carney, who tries to go further in.
There's the ball is available. Fine.
Rekna. We have a whistle. Not releasing. And Army must back up again. Harvard in front 19-18, but playing with 13.
It's a penalty. Play it, please.
It is absolute chaos on the field right now. Army needs the ball.
Run it, block. That's fine. Play on.
This will be kicked away. It comes right to Butt, who kicks it deep. Army could not take it because somebody was in offside position.
Back. Again.
Charge down, and it's just going to spin out of bounds. Are we sure we can't tell the Army and Air Force men to go for a later lunch? I want this game to keep going as long as we can. Line out for Harvard. Army intercepts. Rekna has it. Approaches the 5. Can Army find a way to complete the mission? The pushing continues. The struggle is real. More pushing. Everybody yelling and screaming right now. The only thing missing from this barroom brawl is chairs to throw at each other. The tension is thick. Again. Not yet. More pushing. No signal yet.
Hold up.
No! Harvard able to survive.
2 more minutes. You have 2 more minutes.
Army did everything but score. And now the question becomes, how much time is truly left? There can't be much left now. Again, whoever wins this game likely hosts a NYRA semifinal game. Dartmouth is still undefeated. They'll get one of those. High in the air, Army gets one last chance. Ollis tries to reverse course and come forward, gets inside the 22. Army down by 1. Whistle. Not rolling away. And somebody for Harvard is still down.
Come up.
This has been a remarkable game. We've had a lot of carnage. Eisenhart has the ball.
They're going for points.
Yes.
She also has a tee. Up is Satcher.
18.
Well,
8-0.
guess what?
8-0, okay.
Alyssa Eisenhart
Minute 1.
has the ball. This is for the game.
Time back on.
Yes, I'm back on.
If she makes this kick, Army wins. I don't know how much time is left, but they'll at the very least have the lead. Alyssa Eisenhart, who has kicked so well for Army this season. And she just missed it. She just hooked it. And Harvard is likely to escape. Oh, my. Wait a minute. Army gets it back. Somebody dove in. And this game gets crazier and crazier. Is there time for a drop goal now? No, the tee is coming out.
Oh, I'm after this.
Okay.
Holy Hannibal Lecter. This might be a chip shot now. You cannot make this up. Harvard's been penalized, and so Eisenhart gets another chance. She gets it high enough. Army will have the lead. It is the final kick of the match, and Army on senior day at Anderson Rugby Complex completes the mission. Alyssa Eisenhart gets the final kick and defeats Harvard 21-19. Did all that just happen? I have not spoken his name today, but Bill LeClaire, the Army head coach, often watches the games from up here in the catwalk. He was jumping up and down like a kid in a candy store, left and right, for the entire last 20 minutes with every single. And there it goes, one final cannon shot. Eisenhart got another chance. You're fortunate if you do get that next chance. And the announcement that I'm hearing is that the ladies have to get off the field because Army and Air Force are about to play a men's game, and they're pulling out all the stops, which includes the parachute team. But for the moment, we can Ryan Panny says, Nick, we got to go too. So that's what we're doing. Tremendous game. I knew we'd get a great game. Army defeats Harvard by a score of 21-19. And Army puts itself in great position to host a home playoff game. In a couple of weeks, they'll have one more game against Sacred Heart. If they win that, they will finish second. Harvard, hard luck losers. Gritty effort by the Crimson to finish the game with 13. They'll have to sit and wait as their regular season is now concluded. For Amaya McDonald in graphics, for Catherine Gray in replay, for Connor McCory in athletic communications, for Ryan Penny, the assistant director for live events, and Rich DeMarco, the associate AD for broadcasting and licensing, I'm Nikolai Busko. Happy Warriors! Army completes the mission on senior day. It beats Harvard 21-19. Thanks for joining us. Stick around for the men's game next between Army and Air Force.